Halo teman-teman semua, jumpa lagi dengan saya Satria dan kembali lagi di program Yuk Coba, di mana dalam 30 menit hingga 1 jam ke depan kita akan mencoba game-game yang baru-baru yang masih early access maupun yang sudah lama keluar, yang barusan diupdate ataupun baru keluar DLC-nya. Ya intinya yang kali ini kita mau mainkan adalah The Season of the Warlock. Jadi adalah game yang masih belum keluar. Tapi kalau teman-teman nanti nonton sampai selesai dan tertarik, linknya ada saya tulis di deskripsi. Silahkan kalau tertarik bisa di wishlist. Jadi Season of the Warlock ini adalah game adventure point and click kalau nggak salah, yang menceritakan tentang dua orang protagonis yang berada dalam suatu kastil di zaman Eropa abad pertengahan. Oke, langsung aja kita new game. Kontrolnya wheel up, wheel down, inventory. Oh ya, ini inventory berarti memang point and click adventure game ya. Escape, skip, cutscene, quick save, quick load, space pause. Oke. Welcome to the demo. Okay, please keep in mind that this is only a sample of much longer and complex adventure game. The scene you are going to play takes place just after the introduction, so let us bring you up to date. At the beginning of the game, pada saat awal mula permainan, Pangeran Alistair Ainsworth dan pelayannya Nigel are headed to the University of Edgestowe, sedang berada menuju ke Universitas dari Edgestowe, di mana semua aristokrat itu seorang aristokrat sedang memberikan ceramah di Fakultas Sejarah, of which he is a benefactor, di mana dia adalah seorang yang memberikan donasi paling tinggi. Topiknya adalah Waldemar the Warlock, yang enigmatik. Jadi nama orang Waldemar the Warlock, who is said to have reigned with iron fist and through the use of dark magic in the remote region of Goldavia, di mana dia memerintah dengan tangan besi dan menggunakan sihir gelap, sihir hitam di provinsi Goldavia. Tetapi but the few who still attend his lecture do so only to laugh at him. Tapi orang-orang yang ikut kuliahnya hanya untuk ketawa. His investigation are little more than absurdities in the eyes of the scholar. Investigasinya adalah keanehan di mata dari peneliti-peneliti. For there is no proof of even the existence of the warlock. Karena nggak ada bukti adanya warlocknya itu. Lord Alistair, frustrated, decide he should go and look for it personally. Jadi Lord Alistair itu, yang ngasih kuliah, oke. Terus, jadi sekarang kita sudah nyampe ke Goldavia, di mana semuanya bermulai. Tahun 1841.
These records sent to me from Vastrasia are fascinating. Look, there is a radical drop in the Goldavian population around the supposed date of Gorobek's execution, due to a huge outbreak of red plague. It cannot be a coincidence. Do you understand what this means?
That we moved here for you to do the same thing you could be doing in London.
I do not accept such levels of candor. Besides, since we have been here, I have done nothing but advance my investigations. Every conspiracy is unraveled bit by bit, and this data gives sense to Waldemar's curse.
Oh, kita ngontrol si butlernya sekarang ya. What curse? Never attribute to conspiracy that which can be adequately explained by stupidity. What curse aja deh.
What curse?
What are you doing during my lectures? The Warlock swore he would kill his 3 confidants with the very same weapons he was betrayed with. Kruberjan forsook his leader, embraced the Christian faith, and by means of it spread fear in the hearts of people. Lucanesque made use of his art to propagate a terrible illness in these lands. Surely that red plague. The mob blamed the necromancer, and Arkoff supported the revolt and used brute force to eliminate the dissenters. Do you not see? Everything fits perfectly.
Extraordinary. But didn't we come here to find evidence of the existence of Waldemar?
And what do you think this wonderful portrait we found here in such good condition is? I would not have found this in London. Though the style is not synchronous with the Warlock's life, this is most probably nothing but a curiosity. It may have no value at all to any serious investigation. Truth is... Oh, who am I trying to deceive? I'm a fraud!
Failure is something you should be more than used to by now.
I know you try to cheer me up with your disdain, knowing my deep dislike of you, but all this unrelated data proves nothing. I came here looking for wonders, and in all these months the only thing I could call as such is a move without incident. Damn. Where is the magic of these lands? These are just papers.
Oke, jadi animasi grafiknya ini mengingatkan saya kayak game Adventure Tempo dulu ya. Cuma memang style karakternya ini nggak begitu lucu-lucu ya. Kalau game Adventure Tempo dulu kan seringkali style karakternya itu lucu-lucu kayak Pirates apa itu? Escape from the Monkey Island. Nah itu kan lucu ya, juga ngomongnya juga lucu. Tapi ini ngomongnya agak lebih Inggris tipe-tipe atas ya, agak sulit dimengerti. Tapi musiknya bagus ya. What did you expect?
You should stop being so dramatic and make more effort.
You may be right. I'm having a mental breakdown. Inspiration flees from me. And given the awful diet you make me endure, my brain does not have enough sustenance to face all of these difficult chimeras. Ooh, my head. That bloody migraine again. I need a bath. Maybe thus I can get my thoughts in order and rid myself of the stench of failure I emit. Oh, that's perfect timing. Get rid of whoever it is before I lose my sanity.
Coming!
Oh, kenapa gelap banget ini? Oke.
Yes, what can I...
So this is the famous castle.
Hey!
I had expected something far worse. Actually, the decoration's very tasteful.
Listen.
I am Lady Florence of Richmond, Countess of Beresford, and the Baroness of Groldavia and Alturia. I wish to see your master. Please announce me immediately.
But...
What are you waiting for? Your master has lived here for months and has still not come to greet me. That is not proper for an English lord, mysterious as he might be. Oh, look at those windows, Lily!
Oh, dia yang punya Groldavia. Nah, kenapa dia baru nyampe di sini? Oke, jadi ini mau...
Those leather sofas are difficult to clean, but they seem to be pretty comfortable. I could never know for sure. My relationship with them is business only.
Oke, jadi klik kiri untuk interact, klik kanan nggak ada, klik kiri interact.
There's a tradition of welcoming visitors with sweets, though we've never had many visits, so the licorice inside has become a kind of dusty, heavy mortar.
Grafiknya, backgroundnya hand drawn ya. Kita bisa geser-geser, nggak bisa. Kita bisa gerak-gerak, oh bisa. Kalau cahaya masih agak bagi, enggak sih, nggak begitu ya. Lady Florence.
Her splendor is a light in the darkness of this castle.
What are you looking at?
Nothing.
Sayang ya bentuknya butlernya ini agak tua ya, gemuk seperti ini ya. Jadi nggak begitu lucu.
Maybe I'll clean those someday, but you can never be sure when it will rain with this climate. Some
Potret.
ancestor of the Masters. I think it was this one who ordered peacekeeping massacres centuries ago. Some relative of the Masters, with a funny bonnet. It is difficult, though possible, to say funny and master in the same sentence.
Mungkin lebih bagus kalau bentuk karakternya dibikin lebih lucu lagi ya, lebih muda.
A young and relaxed-looking lady. I think she's the Master's mother. He took after his paternal line, no doubt. He looks like the Master, but younger and blonder. I would say he's his brother. Two of those relics the Master insists on buying. I don't know how much dust has accumulated and how much is an actual part of them, so I've decided not to clean them.
Ini apa nih? Flag,
The
bendera.
Ainsworth coat of arms. The Master has forbidden me to touch it. He says I would contaminate its aura of ancient lordship. I could ignore him, but I don't want to disgrace all Ainsworths. Just one in particular.
Oh, jadi kita itu nggak begitu senang sama masternya ya.
Two
Gargoyle.
beasts with dragon heads, goat horns and lion bodies. Despite how they look, these are probably the nicest things around here.
Tuh Groldavia.
Behind those doors is a barren plain that separates us from human warmth. I have nothing to do there right now.
Apa nih, portrait?
It's like a wrinklier, grey-haired and half-bald version of the Master. He could not stand seeing age do this to him. I hope I've been able to find a new job by then.
Ya, coat of arms.
That's the coat of arms of the Master's grandfather, a Scottish ship tycoon. I guess the ships remind him of where his fortune comes from.
Oke. Pedagang berarti ya. Apa itu? My tiny
The
room.
Master is in his room, up the stairs to the right.
Oke. Menariknya mah gambarnya kebanyak ini hand drawn semua ya. Portrait.
Lord Benedict Ainsworth II. The Master's father, I believe.
Ada pijitan yang bisa ngeluarin apa aja yang bisa diinteract nggak bisa ya.
The Master is in his room.
Oke.
The Master is in his room.
To the right. Oh, study, ballroom, master bedroom.
The Master is in his room.
Ini master bedroom. Oke.
I heard voices. Who was that?
Some lady who insists on seeing you. She introduced herself as the Baroness of Groldavia.
To me, she is like Countess Bathory. Get rid of her. Tell her I am... I don't know. I'm not in the mood for showing courtesies to an old harpy.
Well, she's certainly not old. Maybe you should have a look.
Oh, for God's sake, how can I concentrate with a hysterical fossil howling down there? Make her stop.
Right away, sir.
I am sure Archimedes did not have to struggle with this misfortune. Anyone can be a genius that way.
African
In
mask.
spite of those funny ears, it possesses a sinister look. I don't know how the Master can sleep with this thing looking at him. It's a
Sandalwood.
squatting figure with a tense expression. Ironically enough, it smells quite good. It's
African stepward.
big-headed and devious, just like the Master.
Big-headed and devious fireplace.
The Master forces me to keep it alight day and night. Yes, firewood grows on trees, but it's poor Nigel who must go and fetch it every day.
Oh iya, ini fire ya. Jadi cerita tentang fireplace. Jadi dulu Inggris itu ceritanya katanya zaman dulu itu penuh hutan. Tapi sekarang kan udah nggak ada pohon ya. Karena ternyata dipotongin buat jadi kayu bakar. Jadi sampai gundul.
The Master sleeps some 12 hours a day. Nothing to be surprised at, since he has such a fluffy mattress.
Banes kisser. Oh, otomatis kita ambil ya.
With these, I cut the Master's hair, though I confess I'm tempted to use them in another way.
Oke, jadi scroll itu buat milih
With these, I
equipment.
cut the
Ini apa nih? Ini apa nih? Save load, control sim info, oke. Deselect inventory item, oke. Ini apa nih? Bath
The
salt,
only salt I know of is in the kitchen. The
bathtub.
Master says there's an Asian belief about water having memory, so soaking in it until you're as wrinkled as a raisin helps absorb knowledge. I prefer higher grade liquids to draw inspiration from, and I'd rather dry clean.
Shampoo. Oh, kita ngambil shampoo.
No more suffering shampoo. Avoid lice, chemical burns, eye lacerations, and the more than probable permanent sight loss other shampoos cause. Usage. Apply dry, rub, and immediately rinse. Attention, do not exceed the recommended dose or application time. It can cause hair discoloration and hyperseborrhea. Vanilla perfume.
Hyperseborrhea.
The Master usually asks me to put one on his face while he bathes to open and purify his pores. This one's already wet. Who knows what he's rubbed with it?
Wet towel.
Did you get rid of that howling...
It's not as easy as it seems.
Do I have to do everything myself in this house?
No, just enjoy your bath.
Finish this as soon as possible.
Oke. Mirror.
It stoically bears hours of the Master's never-ending self-deception.
Laci nggak ada. Kunci nggak ada, oke, keluar berarti. Nggak ada apa-apa. To the hall. Ini bed. Kalau di game-game
I heard screams, milady. What happened?
My little Lily, he fled from my arms and ran. Oh, he must be lost now. Who knows what might happen to him in such a big castle?
Don't worry, the castle is not as dangerous as it may seem. I'll find him safe and sound, I promise.
Oh, thank you. You are an angel.
Kalau game adventure point and click zaman sekarang tuh seringkali setiap hal-hal yang bisa kita interact itu ada kayak tanda panahnya gitu loh. Tapi kalau saya sih lebih suka yang kayak gini ya, ini old school banget. Jadi kita harus nyari sendiri, lebih teliti gitu. My tiny room.
It's lucky I have it here, and a shame there's not even an ounce of ventilation and I have to sleep in fear of suffocating.
Kan tidur di bawah tangga tuh. Bell.
A service bell system similar to the one we had in London. Though, like in London, the master just yells at me most of the time. It's empty, but I keep one for emergencies.
Ini apa? Shoe
I was
polish.
cleaning my shoes when I was interrupted by an absurd assignment out of nowhere, but there's so little left to do. Someday soon I'll finish.
Apa nih, wardrobe? Wardrobe
The
interior.
place I keep my clothes when I'm not wearing them. The threadbare percale of my uniform has little in common with the soft and delicate fabrics of the master's suits.
Ada apa? Nggak ada apa-apa.
I
Shoes.
should consider myself lucky to have 2 pairs of shoes.
Rickety
The
old belt.
mattress is hard as a rock and I always bump my head on the ceiling, but it's better than sleeping in the stable.
Rocking
My
chair.
grandpa spent months in that rocker waiting for my grandma, who one day went out to get drunk and didn't return. It turns out she was recruited by a whaler, and when she finally came back she had a hook for a hand, an obscene tattoo, and a Polynesian husband. In the end, the 3 of them lived happily together. My grandparents' was a modern, open-minded marriage.
Bed towel. Kita interact sama
They need a
shoes.
thorough scrubbing, but this won't help clean them, and I don't have time to do it now anyway.
Shoe polish.
I, for one, tend to act with purpose.
Heater.
There's no reason to do that.
Oke.
Shampoo is used. I don't
Scissor.
understand how that makes sense.
Shampoo ke shoes.
They need a thorough.
Shoe polish. Heater.
There's no reason.
Empty bottle.
Fortunately, I can keep that kind of hair.
Oke, nggak ada. Berarti keluar lagi kita. To the hall. To the kitchen.
Oh my god! He must have jumped into the grinder, lured by the chicken liver of the master's puree.
Oke, ini gore. Oke, baiklah, chicken.
2 fine specimens. I would swear there were 3 yesterday.
Book.
A treasure of great recipes. This book has been with me since I first stepped foot in a kitchen. It's taught me everything I know. It's like a Bible to me.
Flour.
Primal element.
Apa lagi nih? Cooking pots and
My
pans.
trusty tools.
Oh, dia tukang masak emang kayak butler ya. Sayurannya sayuran disimpan di sini nih.
I was ready to cut it into pieces right when I was interrupted.
Ya, zaman dulu nggak ada kulkas ya.
Oh, I'm eagerly
Big
waiting
head.
to put you in the oven.
Setting oke. Resume. Bean
The
pot.
star of a multitude of tasty stews. A
Spices.
variety of fine exotic spices. Saffron, cardamom, cinnamon, tamarind. The master hates seasoning, but he hates accounting even more and won't care about the expense. Versatile appetizer. I'm not hungry at the moment, and that's the most unusual circumstance.
Asinan telur. Asinan nggak telur. String of garlic.
Beautiful and vital condiment.
Dah, ada lagi beetroot.
This type has a vibrant colour. They'd make for a good stew in the pot.
Bread,
It's a bit hard, but I'm keeping it. You can prepare a good soup with it. The
cheese.
master says he doesn't understand how I can eat rotten cheese. He doesn't know it's the penicillin that gives it such taste and flavour.
Bakteri.
The king of cheeses.
Chicken liver puree.
It's the master's favourite dish. In fact, he almost exclusively eats that. It must have a special appeal to vermin.
Oh, kita dapat makanan. Old pot.
It's half rusted. Even if it's of no use for cooking, maybe I can find another use for it.
Dapat pot. Apa nih? Horribly slaughtered animal.
Lily? Hey, pretty thing. Are you okay? Does that mean yes?
Meat
At
grinder.
least he died with a full stomach, and then he ended up being part of the same paste he was digesting.
Color.
Lily? I think that's more than circumstantial evidence.
Nah, kita dapat color ya. Crank.
I can't understand how poor Lily could turn the crank and end up like this. It seems like something a ghost came up with.
Bisa diambil nggak sini?
Lily? Does that mean...
Nggak bisa ya. Kita apalagi oven.
It's a good one. I had to sacrifice 3 Christmases in order for the master to buy it.
Apalagi nggak ada. Mana bisa kita ambil pot, taruh ke
I'll
ini?
think about what to do with all these when I've solved my problem with the
Nggak bisa.
The
Chicken
pot's
liver.
broken, and it's best not to over...
Chicken liver puree. Wet towel.
It's going to take plenty of guts and then some to... But now, I must focus on preventing the Baroness from discovering it.
Oh, kita lap. Preventing. Meat grinder. Crank.
I'd rather keep my... It's going to... But now... Shampoo is...
Shampoo. Enggak. Ini.
It's going to take plenty... But now, I'd rather keep...
Scissors.
By the gods, even though I've been in the service of Lord
Digunting
Alistair
nggak bisa.
Ainsworth for quite some time,
Apa ya? Fish.
I don't understand how... Fortunately,
Ini ya harus ditaruh dulu itemnya, jadi nggak bisa kita pakai lagi. Fish.
fortunately, I...
Big head.
Fortunately,
Cheese. Oke, kita kembali dulu deh. Ada lagi to the stable. Hairy critter. Apa nih?
there's a little predator hidden under the carriage. That would explain the disappearance of the chicken from the kitchen. Come here, pretty thing. Ow! That beast almost tore my finger off. He seems hungry.
Si mangga kita kasih.
Chew, little guy, or you're gonna choke.
Kita tangkap apa ini?
He seems to have... It's a good moment to act, with precision and stealth. Easy, Fred. Wow, he must think I'm trying to take the food I gave him myself. It's better not to get too close without a physical barrier between us.
Physical barrier. Ini apa?
Trapped, tamed, submissive, the lamb fought the beast and won. Damn, I'm starting to speak like the master. Come with Uncle Nigel. Now that he's not hungry and sees I'm not going to hurt him, he's quite docile. In the end, I'll grow fond of him. It's what happened with the master.
Kita dapat kelihatan. Disgusting, hairy, unclean vermin. Ini kita kasih ke dog collar.
He stinks like a wild animal that has never taken a bath in his life. He is a ball of lice entangled in thick hair. He is brown, not white. Yes, I'm afraid the Baroness would notice the difference.
Oke, jadi kita kasih wet
A
towel.
superficial cleaning won't be enough to get rid of the
Kasih sampo.
I used all the shampoo. I have to remember to buy some more.
Shampoo vermin dikasih wet towel.
I have to submerge him in water. The towel is wet, but not enough to rinse the animal. I have to submerge the towel.
Oke, gunting. Oh, jadi pendek ya. Nice haircut. Horse.
Good old idol. Before the weight of the years took its toll on him, he was more talkative. But sure enough, he's always been a horse.
Carrots.
It needs a good tune-up. But as the master hasn't left the castle since we arrived, I've just been postponing it. It was my bed when we moved into this filthy place. Though my bunk in the cupboard under the stairs is made from hay, so I guess it still is. Idol wasn't a bad roommate, but his flatulence grows worse the older he gets.
Oh, jadi zaman dulu emang orang-orang itu tidur di kasur itu dibuat dari jerami. Crack.
One of the many cracks in the castle walls, through which a chilly wind enters every season of the year, the master calls them medieval vents.
Kita butuh air. Jadi
Oh, Lily!
kita ke ballroom.
It leads to a great ballroom, for though the only receptions there for a long time have been held by spiders.
Kita ke study.
The master's study.
Oke, kita ke master bedroom.
The master tries to recover from his episodes of frustration by having relaxing baths. He's been spending quite a lot of time in the bathtub lately.
Shampoo vermin taruh di bathtub.
The master won't take his eyes off me, and I don't think he'd approve of that idea. I don't understand how that may...
Apa ya?
I have to submit. The towel is wet.
Submerge in water yang masukkan sini kan? Coba kita gunting Alistair.
What are you doing with those scissors? I'm not due for a haircut today.
Oh, nothing. I just thought...
Thought? Huh. Stop wasting your time and come rinse my back.
Someday I'll do more than just rinse your back. Fortunately...
Wet towel, Alistair.
Oh, that is better.
Oke, baru kita cemplungin ke air. Anjing ya.
You need your nails trimmed, Nigel. But do not stop.
Ini apa nih? Clean vermin with a nice haircut. Oh, oke, ini baru campur the color.
A new life awaits you in the arms of a woman who will fulfill you with hugs, kisses, and love. Damn vermin. I envy you.
Lily, professional as vermin. Oke, scissor udah nggak berguna sebenarnya. Kita gunting Alistair.
I wonder how they'd look stabbed into the back of the master's neck.
Did you say something?
No, nothing. Some other time.
Sadis bener. Oke, kita kembali ke tadi Baroness. Kita kasih lilinya.
Oh, you little devil! There you are!
Yes, he's been naughty.
You won't flee from Mummy's arms again, will you? Do you know if your master will keep me waiting much longer? My feet are killing me.
And at your feet I bow. Lord Alistair Ainsworth, scholar, gentleman, researcher. At your service, milady.
Pleased to meet you, my lord. Since you arrived in the region, you have been the talk of the town.
Is that so? Truth be told, that is no surprise. It is difficult to maintain anonymity when you're constantly celebrated.
Everyone wonders what kind of a lunatic would come live in this place of his own accord. Now I can say a rather gallant one in my eyes. I admit that meeting you has made the wait worthwhile.
Indeed, that is something I hear often. Although I must say that if Nigel had told me I was making a raven-haired angel wait, I would have hurried.
You will make me blush.
And so I shall punish myself. I am not worthy of your rosy cheeks.
Oh,
But tell me, milady, what help could a humble bookworm offer an esteemed woman such as yourself?
oh, do not underestimate yourself, Lord Alistair.
Believe me, he doesn't, usually.
You are dismissed, Nigel.
As you say, my lord.
While out walking Lily, I could not help but come in person to invite you to our Calends of May celebration. It's the most important festival of our humble region. We would be honoured by your presence. We will celebrate this Saturday, the night of the 30th of April.
The most important festival in Groldavia is held during the night of Walpurgis, and this year it is a Saturday, the Witches' Sabbath. Coincidence?
Pardon?
Oh, no, nothing. I was just thinking aloud.
Ah, of course. I forgot. You are an intellectual.
Intellectual thinking a lot. What does the festival celebrate?
What curious local occasion does the festival commemorate?
I'm not sure. As you may have noticed, I am not from Groldavia.
Indeed, I noticed the absence of facial hair.
I've only been here for a few years and am not familiar with the traditions. I do not know local history, but there is an exhibit of regional cuisine, a tasting of local wines. And they burn a bearded straw doll dressed in red. That is to expel bad omens. What a curious superstition, isn't it?
You have no idea.
But if you are interested in these kind of details, I'll be holding a meeting with the creme de la creme of Groldavian society on the occasion. Maybe you can get there the information I alone cannot provide.
Do you personally invite everyone?
Do you usually visit your neighbors to invite them to the local celebrations?
Only the ones who buy a huge castle uninhabited for decades and do not come to pay a courtesy visit to their baroness. You are no common neighbour, Lord Alistair.
Oh, milady, please. Who would dare to displease you?
I am sure you would be in your element with the dignitaries of our little town. Come to the meeting this evening, and we will confirm that.
Do you know anything about supernatural
Do you know
phenomena?
anything about supernatural phenomena in the area?
What an odd question. Life in Groldavia is very quiet, Lord Alistair. Quiet as a sepulchre, I would say. If not for the little soirees I hold, I would spend all my days knitting or walking little Lily. You should come to the one this evening and get to know the local dignitaries. You will fit in immediately.
I thank you.
You are most kind to show such courtesy, but I am in the middle of something extremely important.
That sounds interesting. What is it about?
Well, historical research of great value. My colleagues in London are expecting results, and
That's exciting. A few moments of relaxation in the humble company of the most distinguished people in town may serve you well. Join our gathering this evening. There you'll be able to share your fabulous ideas.
yes, of course. I give you my word as a gentleman that I will try to attend. Now, I am sure you must return to your duties, and I do not want to steal any more of your time.
Truth is, I am enjoying the conversation.
Oh, indeed, and there will be time to continue talking at some other point.
I hope so. Whatever your decision, I will be waiting.
Madame? Well, Alistair, it is clear you are as charming as ever. But now you must employ your talent for the highest of purposes. Where were we? Ah, yes. Curiously, I am totally blank. This is going to require a good Havana cigar. Contemplating the goddess by the warmth of the fireplace always inspires me.
Oke, kita gerakin ini juga ya, jadi nggak cuma gerakin butler.
The
Diplomat.
illustrious remote University of Miskatonic, with the consent of its dean and board of directors, hereby grant the degree of Scholar of Occultism and Theosophical Studies to Alistair Ainsworth, with all that such an honor entails.
Palace.
Goddess of Wisdom, and a great influence on my work. I got it pretty cheap off an antique dealer, only because some feathered creature had decided to empty its bowels while flying over it. Nigel gave it a scrubbing, and here it is. Good as new.
Jimiter. Oh, ini ya sikarnya.
What do we have here? Oh, an exquisite Havana cigar of such fine quality, even the band is excellent.
Oh iya, karena ini
There are
tahun
other cigars,
1800.
but those are cheaper. And a finely engraved cigar cutter. It is pretty sharp.
Oke, jadi kan ini tahun 1800, jadi memang Spanyol Portugis sudah mengkolonisasi Karibia ya. Jadi Havana memang udah jadi koloninya Spanyol. Fireplace.
What a splendid and cheerful fire. It gives off nice mood lighting and keeps me warm.
Book on a
A
lectern.
copy of The King in Yellow in perfect condition. I still have not made it past the first part.
Clock.
That cruel tick-tock does nothing but devour hours of my time.
Ini apa nih? Kursi nggak ada. Ini apa kristal
I
orb?
bought it in the Carpathians. With it, one can supposedly see into the future. But so far, I have only been able to see snow raining on an ostrich and a sign reading, "I went to Bistritz and I had a great time." It is a truly obscure metaphor that I have not been able to crack as of yet.
Clay
It is a
statuette.
dogu, a kind of mysterious figurine made in prehistoric Japan. This one seems to be wearing odd insectoid armor during an age when men wore leather.
Shining trapezohedron.
If you look deeply into it, you will see the one who lurks in the dark. I have attempted it, but only succeeded at glimpsing the one weary of staring into a crystal. I am not yet prepared to look beyond the veil.
No look beyond the veil. Towers of Hanoi.
This is an ancient torture device. Although it may seem like a harmless game of ingenuity, it tricks one into thinking it can be unraveled quickly. Really, it can take centuries to solve. The horror.
Apa lagi nih? Statue of Kali.
Hindu goddess, drinker of her enemy's blood, and great mother and protector. Some mothers have scabrous secrets their children never need to know about. The profuse correspondence my father kept in his nightstand revealed my mother's with an excess of detail.
Bookshelf.
My great collection, with all the classics: spiritualism, divination, demonology, paganism, Santeria, voodoo, Kabbalah, black magic, white magic, magic of a brownish color. It is all here.
Brownish color. Quill.
At last, my arm is complete again.
Oke, kita dapat pensil.
It
Inkpot.
is empty. I wish I could fill it with inspiration.
Stack of
My
paper.
investigations, hundreds of notes, documents, outlines, and minutes. The day will come in which I achieve immortal fame thanks to these. But today is not that day.
Lampunya kok aneh hijau. Portrait.
The commanding look of Waldemar Gorobek weighs on me day and night as I endeavor to write about his life and work.
Oke. Bookshelf
My
lagi.
great
Oh,
spiritual
udah sama. Ada apa di sini? Lemarchan doang. Ini Statue of Anubis.
This is an intriguing piece, a carving of Anubis, the Egyptian god of death, and yet it is made in Norway. Everything is connected.
Nggak begitu kelihatan ya ini ya, yang gelap-gelap ini.
I got this one off a French toy maker. According to him, this contraption can open the doors to another dimension. Whenever I have some time to waste, I will endeavor to solve the puzzle, as so far it has stubbornly stuck to being a wooden cube.
Oke, apa lagi? Portrait of Lord Edward Ainsworth. Ini bapaknya.
My
ini.
grandfather on my father's side, Lord Edward, the black sheep of the family, he devoted his time to science instead of letters, although it must be said that he did keep the family tradition, failing resoundingly.
Portrait of Lord Rupert Ainsworth.
My uncle, Lord Rupert Ainsworth, Everyone says there is a strong family resemblance between us. He moved in very genteel circles, at least up until a violent incident occurred, apparently caused by a disagreement over the colour of a neckerchief, which ended with him expectorating on George Brummel's face. After that, of course, he was banished from high society, and he regretted the affair to his death. Coincidentally, he later came to be known as a champion of chic informal fashion, and he is now regarded as one of our most notable ancestors.
Potret of Lady Wilhelmina Ainsworth.
My aunt, Lady Wilhelmina Ainsworth. She was a pioneer of the women's rights movement. Mary Wollstonecraft once said of her, "Her ideas are inspiring, but I doubt she will be able to find a husband." Thanks to the sophisticated system I designed to organize my library, my workflow has improved a lot. No more searching among the shelves to find a book. It is now enough to open the appropriate drawer and glance through a couple hundred cards.
Three wise
There is an
monkey.
old legend about 3 monkeys sent to the world as informers of the gods to watch over humans, and this figurine serves as protection from their nosiness. But I have seen Nigel sniffing around my books sometimes, so I guess it doesn't work on shaved gorillas.
Suit of armor.
Complete protection for the medieval man.
Apa nih? Candelabrum.
This solid wrought steel candelabrum provides good atmospheric lighting. I have advised Nigel to leave the spiderwebs be, as I feel they contribute to the ambiance as well.
Surface
I do
spell.
not need Nigel.
Doors.
Now I must focus on my work. A Havana cigar would help me start out on the right foot.
Oke, jadi kita cigarnya kita kasih ke cigar
I do
cutter.
not like they are of the same quality as those given out at wedding parties. They may be a good way to win.
Oke, yang ini nggak usah, berarti Havana cigar cutter. Oke, ini apa nih? Cut Havana cigar.
I lack in what I would be.
Cut Havana cigar.
I would
Candelabrum.
rather light it in the fireplace in order to smoke it in.
Oke. Di fireplace berarti.
O goddess of wisdom, beacon of poets, giver of light and mother of science, I commend myself to you. Good heavens, what a fine cigar! It would be a pity to enjoy it with no appropriate accompaniment. I'll ask Nigel to bring me a glass of brandy. Why do you punish me so? I only beseech you for a spark of inspiration. What have I done to you? Ah, archaic idols. If you were of any importance, they would still make sacrifices in your name. Not that long ago, beings of flesh and blood showed the world that there is no need for churches to work miracles. Humans, able to know the answer to life, the universe, and everything. People like you. Oh yes, the time of the gods is over. Now we live in the season of the Warlock. How many secrets your story conceals. I would give anything to discover them. I would give my soul for you to share them with me.
That can be arranged.
What? Who is there?
You were saying something about giving your soul.
You are... Oh my God!
Well, I am not that popular anymore. You can call me Voldemort.
Nice to meet you, Eman
I
Atmar.
welcome you, O great Warlock. I have spent years studying your life and work. I have come here to live where you lived, to breathe the air you breathed, to tread on the soil you trod. There are so many things we have to talk about.
For the moment, let's talk about what we can do for each other.
How it is you are able to talk to me?
Where are you talking from? Are you back from the dead?
Truth is, I never left. Even though it's been refurnished, this is still my home. Part of my ubiquitous presence has been observing you since you arrived, scrutinizing. Now that you've finally come to the realization that it is futile to continue with what you call your greatest work by conventional means, I think you are someone with whom it's possible to come to an agreement.
Have you come for my
Are you
soul?
going to demand that I be true to my word and deliver my soul?
Your soul? What would I want with that filth?
Well, it is the usual bargaining chip in these cases, you know.
Oh, no. Keep your soul with you. You will lose it anyhow in the dumbest of ways. It always happens. I only wish to make a deal.
What exactly
Fine
do you
then,
purpose?
let's get down to business. What do you want from me?
I want you to be the keeper of my secrets, of my ancestral magic. Do you want respect, applause, recognition? I will provide you with such tools that you will be revered, adored, and...
Fine, you have convinced me. Where do I sign?
One moment, my friend. All this comes with a price.
Ah, so it comes to this. Let me fetch my checkbook. Shall I write W. Gorobek, or would you rather it be to the bearer? I will return right away. Do not move.
I do not want anything material. I am a free soul, you understand? I want you to fulfill the vow of vengeance I swore against those who betrayed me. The ones responsible for my incorporeal prison.
I have doubts. I would like to clarify some
There are
things.
certain details I cannot fathom, matters that evade my knowledge.
Do ask. But I warn you, do not abuse my patience.
Why now?
Were you unable to fulfill your vow of vengeance during the many years you have been trapped in your immaterial prison?
Well, things happened, mostly related to the real estate market. Look, when your body is turned to ash, your spirit cannot appear through the usual means. It is written in the Ghostly Appearances Regulations book that those who die this way can only possess a portrait or image of themselves. And in the event that none exist, their last known residence instead. I never commissioned a portrait when I was alive. Medieval art was not very appealing. This one was done much later, so my essence was confined to this very castle, the doors of which no one would enter for many centuries. Then the purchase of haunted mansions rose. Is not any moment a good one to wreak bloody vengeance? What you say, Alistair? Will you be my executor?
I am a bit indecisive.
If you were so powerful, why did you not avoid the conspiracy?
Were you unable to flee by using the vast knowledge you are offering me?
I was stripped of the sources of my power. Thanks to them, I became the greatest mind to walk upon this world. The very world that could have been mine. But without them, I was left mostly unprotected. If you agree to impact me, I will tell you how to use them. You will be strong enough to command armies with a single gesture. Access a universe of knowledge hidden from mere mortals since the Elder Times. And as ridiculous as your words may be, they will captivate even the most skeptical, who will follow you without hesitation. Tell me, Alistair, would you like to be a titan, or would you rather be a risible aristocrat?
Truth is, it is very tempting. I am considering it.
Am I the first person you've turned
In
to?
all these centuries, have you not found a single candidate to carry out your plan? To be honest, that does not instill a lot of confidence.
Oh yes, there was somebody. A painter. What was his name? It was many decades ago. Well, it does not matter now. At first we had some serious communication problems. It is quite difficult to talk when you are a building. In the end we became friends, as he painted this portrait of me. Thanks to which I recovered my voice. Sadly, he was not very accustomed to his work talking to him. So he ended up being a bit disobedient. Not long after, he vanished without a trace. It's a pity. It could have been a very fruitful relationship for both of us. I hope you are less imprudent. Will you help me?
Well, I have to consider.
The conspirator, am I on the
I
trail?
don't think I am wrong when it comes to the identity of those traitors.
True indeed. You already know their names. Eugen of Krubajan.
Oh, itu yang fotonya ada di dekat tangga.
And Vladimir Arkov. 3 ruffians I thought were loyal, until they got the chance to betray me and steal my power. That interest of yours, does it mean you will help me?
It's already too late to deal with the traitor. Udah
Centuries
lama.
have passed since then. I think time has already done that for you.
Oh yes, do not remind me of that. That is why I'm still here. I cannot rest in peace until their seed has completely vanished from this world in the name of vengeance, as I swore. To be honest, back then I thought it would be easier, but I made some miscalculations. One cannot think clearly when fire licks your body as it burns your organs.
I think my mind don't need any further explanation, but I have to weigh it
What
all.
you ask me demands an important choice. I must reflect.
Enough faltering. You must decide. Are you with me or against me?
Oh, bisa accept, bisa refuse. Accept the pact. Oh, you agreed the pact and will become the vessel of the Warlock revenge. In the complete game, the story will change 100% based on this choice. Will Lord Alistair be courageous enough to fulfill Voldemort's wishes? Oke, jadi kalau kita pilih yang lain, return to choice.
You must decide. Are you with me or against me?
Kita pilih refuse. Refuse the pact and will suffer the consequences of displeasing the Warlock. Will Lord Alistair will be able to get rid of the spirit of Voldemort? Okay, what's the trailer? Oh, dua storyline, satu yang jadi ngikut si Warlock, satunya enggak. Oke. Ya, itu dia Season of the Warlock. Jadi terima kasih buat teman-teman yang sudah nonton sampai selesai. Jangan lupa like video ini, komen, dan subscribe. Linknya ada saya tulis di deskripsi. Kalau teman-teman tertarik bisa wishlist. Nanti ketika keluar bisa dibeli. Oke, sekian dulu dari saya. Bye-bye.